Let's quickly catch up with where my garage is after all that American Overdrive and European Grand Tour stuff.
Mike on Top Drive.
Hey, I'm Mike. I've been waiting a while to get this video out because I didn't want to jump the gun a little bit because I wasn't pulling any legendaries for the EGT stuff. But I've got a couple now, so I thought this is a good time to do a tour of my garage as it stands now. I'm not covering all of it. In fact, I won't even go anywhere near the epics down. I'm just talking about legendaries and what has become maxed and what is new in my garage since the last update, which was probably 3 or 4 months ago now. Obviously for Tri-Series I have been maxing epics, so I have quite a few new maxed epics, but there is like 400 epics, so I don't want to go through trying to find them. You'll have seen them in my previous videos. I haven't maxed any other epics, particularly in the last month, that haven't been for Tri-Series. Let's have a look at the legendaries. I've got 235 legendaries at the moment, fully upgraded 27, which is a lot for me. Some of these you'll recognise. I'm pretty confident I've finished the Koenigsegg in between this video and the last video. That is also true of the Hennessy Venom, is now a 332 car. What else have we got here? So 2 Mitsubishi Lancers. I had one, I think I maxed the second one. Peugeot Proxima is my newest maxed legendary for the previous Tri-Series a week ago. And that's it, I think, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at my latest legendary. I got this yesterday from the Maryland Collections Carbon Fibre. It was Challenge 5, I think it was, or maybe Challenge 4. It was one of the challenges anyway. It was a massive surprise because those packs pay out rubbish as far as I'm concerned. All of the ceramics bring out low-end super rares, and the carbon fibres normally give me pretty rubbish ultra rares, but this just sprang out basically. So I'm really pleased with it. It is American Overdrive, just slightly too late for American Overdrive. But I like it, it's a good looking car. It's got pretty good stats at 1 star. 2.5 0 to 60 is pretty damn good with a top speed of 199 at 87 RQ. So really pleased that that jumped out. It's Maryland's collection as well, so it may be useful to me in the next week. What we could look at now is the American Overdrive stuff, which you'll see that car again. I have upgraded quite a few of these, to be fair, not just for Tri-Series but for other things. The Corvette C8R is now 123. Currently using that quite a lot. It's quite useful, even though it's not very good in drag situations, I'm finding. The CTS V race car is at 121. It's just enough. It is good at drag stuff, this. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting it to be, but it has become quite useful in certain situations. Obviously not all of them. It's not the greatest stats, but when it's needed, it's quite good. I have upgraded my Chevrolet Beast to 123 to try and get the handling as good as some of the other epic off-roaders in the American stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite make it, but it is still useful. It was an idea that I could dominate that off-road American arena, but to be honest with you, the RQ79, 76 epics are still better than it. Let's move on to European Grand Tour. I've got 2 legendaries. These are my 2 legendaries. Both have been useful in Tri-Series. I have my Peugeot Proxima, which is 233 from the previous Tri-Series. It's got good MOA, something like 115, 120 or something. I was going to max it as a drag spec, but reasonably it's not a drag car. And my Audi RS5 was useful. It's 222. It was useful in the previous Tri-Series, but not so much since then. It's just another low RQ legendary Audi. Right, so let's quickly go and have a look at some of the prize cars I've won over the last couple of months. The Rimac E-Runner Concept 1. Has that had a name change? That's weird, I don't remember seeing that before. It's 221 anyway. It's going to be a great car. I'm going to get it maxed as a relative priority. But I've got a couple up at the top end that I want to max at the same time. It's hard work maxing legendaries, as you probably know. I've got the Zenvo, which we just picked up a couple of weeks ago. That is also at 221. These are all ending up on drag tracks, so that's why I'm drag specking them halfway, if you know what I mean. I won't drag spec them totally. They will go 233 probably. I'm not saying that for definite, but they probably will. My Battista, the yellow Automobili Pininfarina Battista, is now 222, which brings its 0 to 60 massively down. It's not got the high top speed that the Koenigsegg, the green Koenigsegg, has, and obviously that's maxed as well, so comparing them is hard. But it pulls away off the line faster than it, I've noticed, until the top speed kicks in. What else have we got here? Obviously the Radical we just picked up last weekend. That is still at 111. Haven't done anything with that yet. Not planning to at this moment. The Mitsubishi is also at 111. Mazda 767B, which was the price car before the last price car, which is still at 111. Not seeing much new here apart from that, I don't think. Oh, there's a Citroen Rally car C4, which is at 111. Don't have any plans to upgrade that. There's a lot of Citroen Rally cars around. That's probably not the one to upgrade. Oh, the Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack is still at 111. I'm not sure what it's for. I mean, looking at the other Dodgers around there, they're all dragsters. This has not got handling, it's not got 0 to 60, it's got a low top speed. I haven't played about with it yet. Obviously it is four-wheel drive performance tyres, which is a differentiator with the other Dodgers around that area. But I'm not sure it's useful. I'm not going to put any upgrades in it unless I'm forced to. Obviously it won't be useful for a Tri-Series because it is a prize car. And they're not allowed in Tri-Series. I told you about the Chevrolet Beast at 123. And that's it. That's the update on my legendaries and where we are. Just from a garage point of view, the stuff I don't own, I'm trying to collect all the cars in the game, or the non-prize cars anyway. So what I'm missing is 2 commons, 2 uncommons, 4 rares, 3 super rares, 13 ultra rares, and I don't really pay much attention to the other stuff. Let's have a look at the commons, uncommons and rares first. That'll fit nicely on a page. So we got the Alfa, we got the Peugeot, we got an Audi A6, we got a Fiat 500. In the uncommons we got a Renault and a Peugeot, and then we've got a Fiat and Lancia in the commons. None of these are key cars. I'm not dying to get any of them, but hopefully they will turn up soon. We have 3 super rares. They're all from the newest tag. I managed to get my last Volvo super rare a couple of weeks ago, so that's really cool. So they're all from the new tag, so there's a good chance I'm going to pick them up at some point. And 13 ultra rares include the Dodge Powerbox, which I've been trying to get from the beginning, a Lincoln from a previous tag, Mercedes-Benz, and the big car is the Renault Sport Clio Williams Maxi kit car, which I'd like to get this current EGT car. Obviously others are all nice to have. Renault Sport Megane RS Trophy, also a good one. I've seen a few people with that maxed playing with it. It looks quite good. I'd like to get hold of that. But that's really it. That is what's going on in my garage at the moment. Not missing very many from the new tag. I've started to pick up a couple of legendaries, which was very slow. So I'm really pleased with that. Working through the EGT trials should be okay. Hopefully we'll get some epics and legendaries from that. What I don't have at the moment is fuse material. I've burnt through all of my fuse material. In fact, I've burnt quite a lot of epics that weren't fuse material, that were just low-end epics that I don't use. So, you can't max legendaries without a lot of epics. So I've been unlocking cars that have 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 races on them that I've had for like 3 years. There's no point in having them as far as I'm concerned if they haven't been raced. I have been through the commons, uncommons, rares, super rares and ultra rares, getting rid of some of the duplicates that have no races on them. You'll be surprised, I've got things that have been here for 900 days and they've got 0 races on them, and I kept them just because for some reason 1 car was useful, but having 2 of them is no use at all. So I've cleared out loads of that stuff, which is why I've got quite a lot of spare slots at the moment. I've got over 900 spare slots, which is kind of cool. And it also means I gained quite a bit of cash. I did blow some of that on buying ceramics, which I'm not even going to show you. I recorded it, but it's just super rares only. So that's where we are. That's where the garage is at the moment. We've got some big challenge stuff coming up in the next couple of days, so I hope you'll join me for those videos. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've got anything to say. Thank you for watching. Get yourself out of here. We are done.